Big time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh, my
goodness.
goodness.
Homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Winamac Warriors host the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. This is Indiana High School Baseball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, our sports analyst, it's Kevin Hannon. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. And we welcome you to Warrior Baseball Field in Winamac, Indiana, 46996. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of KVB Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Well, as we get ready for our 7th broadcast of the 2026 spring sports season, we have talked with both head coaches of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, Alvin Harper, and the Winamac Warriors, Mark Hendricks, on the Saturday Sports Line, of course. When we look at the away team in today's contest, North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays head coach Alvin Harper and his Jays started the season on April 7th, falling to Couts. 17-1 was the score. They then beat their other cross-county rival, Oregon Davis, in back-to-back games. 8-2 in Game 1 and 13-2 in Game 2. They then fell to Triton in back-to-back games, 13-9 in Game 1 and 4-1 in Game 2. They had a doubleheader against Caston and lost both of those games, 24-2 in Game 1 and 17-0 in Game 2. They then were given a win in a forfeit contest from Argus. They then beat Faith Christian at home 9-4. They beat Elkhart Christian this past Saturday in a doubleheader for both games, 16-3 in Game 1 and 12-1 in Game 2, as the Blue Jays come into this matchup at 7-5 on the year and 4-4 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Doug Reed leads this team with a .429 batting average up to this point. Right behind him is Brody Bridegroom, hitting right at a .414. And then rounding out the top three is Asen Harper, averaging a .407 at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .282 batting average and an on-base percentage of .418. They have 58 hits, 57 runs, and 35 runs batted in up to this point. And then looking at the pitching for the Jays, they have used 8 different arms through the 48.2 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 8.63. They have allowed 83 hits, 89 runs, and have struck out their opponents 43 times. With us tonight, breaking things down on the diamond, we are honored to have former area baseball head coach Kevin Hannon on the call. Welcome back, Coach. How are you?
Thanks. I'm doing great. Beautiful day for baseball here today.
Yeah, yesterday wasn't so nice, but today is beautiful here in Winamac.
And I was afraid after watching the amount of rain that fell during the afternoon and then early in the evening last night that there would be no way we'd get this field ready to go today, but it looks like it's in great shape.
Thoughts on the Jays after that rundown? Yeah, the Jays.
Well, they've won some games here since we last saw them. We saw them in a 2-inning shortened game at Knox last week, and it was kind of a wild game, but it looks like they've won 2 or 3 here in a row, and that always helps when you're dealing with high school kids and their confidence.
And Coach Harper's kind of talked about it. They're a young team trying to get things rolling in the right direction. But, they showed signs in the top of the first that they can get the bats going. It was just defensively that they were having issues.
Sure. Oh, yeah. And, their all the pitchers in that game against the shortened thing against Knox I guess is the best thing I can call it. 2 innings of baseball. But pitchers struggled. Defensively, teams struggled. But offensively, they were both teams were aggressive and got some things done.
Well, we go ahead and turn the page and look at the Winamac Warriors. Head coach Mark Hendricks and his squad started the season off hot, winning their first 3 games with a lot of runs. They beat Argus 21-1, then Knox 10-0. They then beat Argus again 7-0. Their first loss came against Rensselaer Central 11-1. They then beat Oregon-Davis in a doubleheader 21-0 in Game 1 and 3-0 in Game 2. They then beat Rochester. That's a big win for them, 3-2 on April 21st. They fell to North Miami 2 days later, though, 9-6. As these Winamac Warriors come into this rivalry contest at 6-2 on the year and 4-1 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. When it comes to hitting, Hutch Martin leads this Warrior team with a .632 batting average. Right behind him is Carter Ulrich hitting right at a .500, and then rounding out the top three is Xavier Adriano averaging a .400 at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .332 batting average with an on-base percentage of .477. They have 61 hits, 65 runs, and 48 RBIs on the season. Looking at the pitching for the Warriors, they have also used a lot of arms coming into this afternoon. 10 different ones to be exact through the 40.2 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 2.41. They have allowed 23 hits, 23 runs, and have struck out their opponents 53 times. Thoughts on the Warriors, Coach? They're looking good.
Yeah, one thing about Winamac under Coach Hendricks and previous coaches, they're usually athletic and they're competitive. No game is ever over here. I was talking to him a little bit earlier today when I first got here. I said, it still gives me chills to walk out on this field. I've been walked off so many times as the Knox coach, when we thought we had a game won, and they came up in the bottom of the seventh and they put 2 or 3 on us to walk us off. So they're always, when I think of Winamac athletics, I think of athleticism and I think of competitiveness.
Yeah, we remember Cody Wheeler the last couple of years, and then Coach Hendricks has talked so highly of Hutch Martin. He'll be on the mound this afternoon, and something that he talked about is he wants to see Hutch on the mound throw strikes. He does not want to allow too many walks. That's something they want to tighten up, but he said defensively we need to be ready, because there's been times, he said to me off before the interview, was that there's some times where the pitching will be so well and we're up so much that the defense kind of, he says, not really slacking, but they just kind of forget, oh yeah, I got to do something because the pitching has been so strong.
And another thing to go along with that strategy, you want to use your defense because you don't want to have to throw 3, 4, 5, 6 pitches to each batter in today's pitch count rules. You can throw 1 or 2 pitches, get them to hit a ground ball somewhere, make the play. It's going to keep everybody happy, and you're going to be playing better baseball.
Well, we are expecting a great afternoon of IHSAA rivalry baseball action. We certainly appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, Taste the Feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Frayne Mortuary in Winamac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winamac. It's our family serving your family.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We certainly appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue this tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no injuries to report this afternoon. as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned. We will hear from Alvin Harper of the Jays and Mark Hendricks of the Warriors after the break. That's in the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people in the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
We welcome you into the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the Winamac Warriors, Mark Hendricks. Coach, it's good to see you first time this season. You take on your rival, the Blue Jays of North Judson. I know you talked a couple weeks ago on the Saturday Sports Line. While you don't mind, you're friends with head coach Alvin Harper, but today that's out the window.
Yep. Today we just both try and beat each other, and when it's over, it's over. It's a fun game. All the kids know each other, and it's usually a really competitive game, and I expect a lot more of that today.
Yeah, you guys have been getting runs across in big numbers this season, getting the bats going. What do you think's been attributing to that offensively?
We focused a lot this winter on our hitting, a lot, because I didn't know how my pitching would be. I thought we'd have to score a lot of runs, and pitching, my 1 and 2 and 3 has been pretty good. And we're getting them some run support. Against North Miami, we made 4 errors, first time all year, and they all were at really bad times. So, if we just make the routine plays, we're going to be all right, I think.
Yeah, you got Hutch Martin, I see, on the mound today, and we've talked about him the last couple of years. He's really a good ball player for you. What do you want to see from him on the mound, but also defensively behind him?
I want to see Hutch throw strikes. Keep the walks down to a minimum, and behind him make the routine plays. Don't worry about the spectacular plays. Make the routine plays, and I think we're heading in the right direction. We're just, we're a pretty young team. I start 2 seniors, so yeah. I got a young team, and they learn every day.
Yeah, Coach Harper says the same about his team. It's young right now, and I think that's what the Redskins were thinking, that they were going to be able to roll over the Jays in that top of the first, even though it got canceled due to the rain and lightning. The Jays were able to put 7 runs on the Redskins in the top of the first. So, I mean, they can make things happen quick. Maybe what's any concerns that raise in your mind for the Jays coming in today, even though they may be overlooked, they're coming in on some big wins?
Yeah, no, we sure don't overlook Judson. Asen Harper's a really good hitter. We know that. If there's some guys on base when he's coming up, he's not going to get anything to hit. It's that simple. But they got some other guys. Asen is the guy I know that can hit the ball. I coached him in travel ball. I know what Asen can do. But no, Judson's going to get things figured out, and looks like they might be on that path right now.
Coach, as always, it's good to see you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Welcome back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. It is Alvin Harper. Coach, you come into this afternoon winning several games in a row. That probably had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, sure did.
You saw some good teams, but you also got some wins under your belt. I see you've got Brad Urzik on the mound today against the Warriors. What do you want to see from him?
Just the consistency he's been pitching with. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. We've been getting out of innings, so I just want him to continue to perform like he has been.
Yeah, the Warriors have been playing good ball. They're really bringing runs across. What's something defensively you need to see Urzik have behind him for help?
No errors.
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot better than we had been. Just with a young team, you're going to have errors, but keeping our heads up and being aggressive going after the ball is going to be good for us.
Yeah, it looks like they've had a lot of arms on the mound like you have up to this point. What's something you need to see from the bats today?
Patience. When we see a strike, we got to attack it, not swinging at garbage.
Yeah. We talked to head coach Mark Hendricks a couple of weeks ago on the Saturday Sports Line. He said he likes you, Coach, but when it comes time to play the Blue Jays, he can't like you anymore. I guess it's no love lost between these two teams.
Right. No, me and Mark are friends, but on a night like tonight, we're in it to win.
Love it, Coach. Well, good luck today in the rivalry matchup, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks, Mitch.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School baseball action, what are your surf internet keys of the game as a Winamac Warrior, Coach?
Get in there, get your pitcher in rhythm right away, and then shut down North Judson in the top of the first and come get some runs on top of them. Momentum is going to be key.
Surf internet keys of the game for the Jays.
I think the Jays want to approach it as the last time we saw it. They want to be aggressive offensively, put the ball in play, make Winamac make mistakes. So obviously they want Urzik to get going on the mound too. It's all about the two guys on the mound. I mean, you can say what you want about anything else, but the two guys on the mound are going to control the game, and whoever is sharp early probably has the advantage.
That is our surf internet keys to the game. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
More people are switching to Surf Internet because they've had enough with slow speeds, rising bills, and internet that struggles when everyone is online. Here's what your neighbors Anita and Anthony had to say after they switched.
Great value, awesome speeds, and zero issues.
We should have switched sooner.
Switching is easy. Plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, with free installation, all-in pricing, and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Warriors in the field to start today, we will see Liam Burton in left field. Will Malco is in center field and Caden Runk in right field. The infield shows Cody Wheeler at third, Charles Cottrell at second, Luke Clemens at first. Bryant Galbraith will be the shortstop. Xavier Adriano behind home plate as the catcher, and Hutch Martin, he gets the call to start on the mound in this one for the Winamac Warriors. For the Blue Jays of North Judson-San, Pierre, their batting order shows the catcher Brody Bridegroom leading off, then shortstop Doug Reed, center fielder Asen Harper, and the left fielder Aiden Christensen as the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be first baseman Andrew Chambers, then the pitcher Brad Ursick. Third baseman Brody Benson bats seventh. Second baseman Cash Collins is at the 8th slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see right fielder Orrin Ball. That is our starting lineups. We'll be back to get set for the first pitch. You're listening to KVB's WKVI Sports.
The team at LAP Waste is ready to serve you. Here's Honey Lamer.
Yes, we are so blessed at LAP Waste. We have been able to expand our staffing, and we have some amazing drivers, office help. We are just absolutely blessed in the group that we currently have.
Kirby Anderson, how does someone reach out to LAP to become a customer?
It's real simple. They can either email lapwaste@yahoo.com, and then we will get in contact with them, or they can call the office at 574-542-4019.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Winamac, Indiana, welcome to broadcast number 7 of our 2026 spring sports season to see the Winamac Warriors host the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on KVB as WKVI. The history between these two teams also includes the history of WKVI telling their story since 1969. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max. For all KVB sports content, you can listen to us on your phone, computer, or tablet. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned, tap the link on our page, or go to WKVI.com and click Sports. Well, we are proud to let you know the public address announcer today at Warrior Field is Athletic Director Brian Leverins. Our umpires for this evening are Eric Materna and Mike Lord. Mike Lord, he's been officiating for, isn't he in his 80s, Coach?
I'm not going to go there, but he's close. He's knocking on that door.
And he's in such great shape. I've always been jealous of his hair. He's always had great hair.
He never gets old.
Mike Lord is one of the umpires, along with Eric Materna. We know that name. Of course, his son from North Judson. What an amazing athlete he's become at Marian University in track and field, setting records throughout the nation. So we are excited to see Eric Materna and Mike Lord out on the field this evening. And with us tonight, we are honored to have former longtime area baseball head coach Kevin Hannon on the call to decipher the play in which we will describe for you. And like I said, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School rivalry baseball action from Winamac, Indiana. Let me go through today's game, but there also is some other games going on this evening between Oregon Davis. They are in action today, as a matter of fact. They are taking on, as I'm pulling things up here, Oregon Davis. They are taking on the Pioneer Panthers. So Pioneer and Oregon Davis on tap today. Also, the Culver Cavaliers taking on Argus, and Argus is one of those teams that looks like this just had a tough season right now. They forfeited a game we talked about earlier in the pregame, but Argus sounds like they're just having trouble this season putting together a team at times.
That's kind of been a historical thing there. You know, in the years I've been coaching, they've had some years where they were very good, but they struggled to get kids out to field the team, similar to what OD's gone through over the years.
West Central, their baseball team is up against North Newton today, and we haven't had a chance to see the Trojans, but we will later on in the season take on the Winamac Warriors, and David Allen always does such a good job with those guys. They took on the Knox Redskins this past weekend. You shake your head. Were you at that? Did you see the game?
No, I was not. But I'm at the point now in my school year that the elementary kids are at the high school during the day, so I see the baseball guys. And,
I see.
So I get all the feedback on their games, and it was a high-scoring game, but the Redskins came up on top Saturday.
The South Central Ladies Satellite Softball Club is in action against Washington Township this evening. But a lot of area teams going on right now. But our game is the Winamac Warriors versus the North Judson-San Blue Jays. And Coach Hendricks kind of talked about it historically when these two teams meet up. It's kind of similar to the Knox Redskins and the Jays last week. You kind of throw records out the window because anything can happen.
Yeah, that goes. You can put Winamac, Knox, and North Judson all into that same category. It's just such a rival. The kids all know each other, and you just don't know what's going to happen.
And something I found interesting, you mentioned earlier, there's been times where when you were coaching at Knox, you'd come to Winamac, you think the game's buttoned up, but a Hendricks coach team, you can't let them go because they'll come back and get it.
No, and even,
not to bring up bad memories.
Even in years between when Mark wasn't the head coach, Marcus K., they would just hang in there, and my kids would think they had it won, and bang, you were on the bus riding home with a loss. So they've just always had that in my mind, like I said earlier, that they've had that killer instinct, and they just compete until the event's over.
We talk about pitchers on the mound today for this one. We'll start with the Jays. Brad Urzik, a 6.43 ERA in his 6 appearances. Today will be his 7th. He's 1-2 on the season. A junior, like Coach Harper had said, a young team, and I'm sure the team's ERA we talked about at 8.63. That's something I'm sure Coach Harper wants to tighten up.
Oh, sure. That's not where you want to be. I mean, the only way you'd want to be there at 8-something is if your team's scoring 12 runs a game, but that's not the case with this group. But here the last 2-3 games, they've got a little bit of a streak going, and we'll see if Urzik can keep it going on the mound.
Hutch Martin, a sophomore, we'll see him on the mound, 2-0 on the season, a 0 ERA. I mean, this guy, he's not allowing anything, Coach.
Yeah, this in talking with Coach Hendricks before the game, this is a pretty talented group he's got, freshmen and sophomores. I can't speak for the upperclassmen, but we saw him last year, and he played a lot of freshmen, lost coming from last year's team where all his pitchers were seniors last year. He's kind of rebuilding, and he's got some good young pieces to build with.
As a team, the Warriors a 2.41 ERA, so I mean defensively they're doing good, but it's been the bats that have been really swinging, and that's what Coach Hendricks talked to us about on the Saturday Sports Line. Is offensively, he said we can get on base quickly, and once we're on base, we're being aggressive.
Oh yeah, and they're athletic kids, and you get athletes on bases in high school baseball, especially at the 1A, 2A level. You can really create bad times for defenses.
As a team, a slugging percentage of .413. Their on-base percentage is .477. So almost 48% of the time they are getting on base.
That's winning baseball. If you can do that, you're going to win more games than you lose. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, they're just really playing great. 48 RBIs coming into this afternoon, 61 hits up to this point. 65 runs have crossed. And you think about their record, 6-2, 65 runs in 8 games. That's quite a bit.
Yeah,
I mean, they're scoring a lot.
There's no doubt about it. They're getting the job done. They beat. I consider Knox. Knox is probably right now not a great team, but they're a good high school baseball team, and they handled them here a couple weeks back and shut them out and scored 10 on them. So this Warrior team can play.
Yeah, this is a conference matchup. While it is also a rivalry matchup, the Hoosier North Athletic Conference, the Warriors sitting at 4-1. We've talked with other coaches in the past before. The Hoosier North Athletic Conference, it provides competition.
Oh, it sure does. Caston's loaded, and Caston's they're senior-oriented, but then you've got a North Miami team that I believe ran the table last year and won the conference, and they're right there again this year. So it's tough at those top 2 spots.
North Judson sitting at 4-4 in the conference, but they've been playing double headers. They played Caston in a double header, and when you're losing that first game by so many runs, that second game it's tough. That's tough when you're just, man, what are we doing here? We're just getting beat up here.
It is hard to play a double header, in my opinion. Anytime, so say you go to Caston and you play and you beat them that first game. It's just the mentality of the kids. Your kids don't have that killer instinct. They're going to lose game 2 and you end up splitting. I would rather play one game a night and play them on a back-to-back Monday, Tuesday, where it's 2 distinct games. You can get your kids up for 2 different games rather than doubleheaders sometimes for kids. That's a boring, long day.
Yeah. And it's hard to stay focused, and that's something Coach Hendricks said the Warriors are doing good at, is staying focused.
Yeah, I mean, I would give anything to go back and be 16 again and get to play 2 baseball games on Saturday, but so many more, a few more options for kids nowadays. I'm not going to get into my old man rant here before the game.
Well, the Jays, while they've been struggling getting the bats going, we saw them, as Coach said, against the Redskins, do quite well offensively, bringing 7 runs across in the top of the first. They went up against Knox's ace and Xavier Boyd, so it looks like they're going to be seeing Hutch Martin this afternoon, who's pitching quite well for the Warriors. The Jays have a .282 batting average coming into this afternoon as a team. They have 35 runs batted in, 58 hits, 57 runs through the 12 games they've played, an on-base percentage of .418. So, I mean, they're showing signs they can get on base.
Oh, absolutely. And you look at the lineup that they bring in here, their top 4 are as good as anybody. And if they can get those guys to do what they do and get anything out of the 5 through 9 holes, if they can get those guys on base a little bit so they turn the lineup over, get back to Bridegroom, they can do some things offensively.
Yeah, and it looks like, we talked about Brody Bridegroom, the leadoff man, a senior on this team, a .414 average. He's been the guy the last few years that's really been an athlete for them. But another guy we like to talk about is Asen Harper, the sophomore, a .407 average, and he can pitch well. While he isn't pitching this afternoon, or he may later, who knows, but he's just an all-around good baseball player as well, and that's somebody that Coach Hendricks said he knows quite well. He coached him in summer ball. So he knows Asen can be somebody the Jays rely on.
Well, I know if you look at Asen Harper for North Judson and Xavier Adriano from Winamac, they're both sophomores. They're just impressive-looking young men, impressive-looking athletes, and they both played on that travel team that Coach Hendricks, there was a mixture of kids from both schools, and that's a talented group, and Coach Hendricks definitely knows what he's prepared for there.
You also mentioned you saw the freshman Bryant Galbraith taking some grounders out there warming up, and he looks good as a freshman.
Yeah, he made a couple plays out there that I had to take my headset off and ask Winamac's athletic director how old that kid was, because he looks young, but he can play.
Well, they're meeting at home plate with umpires, both head coaches talking things over before we get ready for our national anthem. They'll go through the starting lineups one more time, but we'll go ahead and take a quick break and come back after the national anthem and get set for our first pitch. Our first pitch is sponsored by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack here in Winamac, so don't go anywhere. Warriors, Jays, the rivalry renewed on WKVI is next.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Since 2012, All Grain Transport has proudly served our area farmers. What started with Adam, his wife Lindsay, their oldest son Leland, and one truck, All Grain Transport has grown into 11 trucks strong and a family of 5 L's. All Grain Transport specializes in efficient grain hauling during harvest, and with on-site storage, customers can harvest faster and market their grain long after the season ends. From grain to a variety of ag needs, All Grain really can transport it all. All Grain Transport is proud to help continue the tradition here on WKVI Sports, so call them at 574-225-6131. That's All Grain Transport. Family driven, community strong, and built to haul it all.
Get all of your automobile needs done at Sideline Automotive. They're thankful the community has trusted them and voted them the #1 tire store, #2 place to get your oil changed, and one of the top 3 places to go for auto repair. For off-road performance and complete auto repair, call Joey at 574-249-5537.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marion University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marion University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marion and beyond. Find out more about Marion University's Ancilla College through our website at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
Are you tired of slow speeds, rising bills, or internet that struggles when everyone's online? Then now is the time to make the switch to Surf Internet. Here's why Aaron switched.
Competitive prices, no contracts, reliable service, and nice people to work with.
Switch today so you can experience the Surf difference. Fiber internet plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, plus free installation and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
Back here in Winamac, Indiana, Warrior Baseball Field, Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Kevin Hennon. Hits the rivalry nobody misses between the Winamac Warriors and the North Judson-San Blue Jays. The tradition continues here on KVB's WKVI as the history between these two teams also includes the history of WKVI telling their stories. We're honored to be here for you on a beautiful day in Winamac, Indiana. Always exciting when these two teams meet in any sport. Right now in Winamac, 61 degrees. A little cool, but beautiful.
A little cool, yes, and it's perfect. I got my coat on. I brought my stocking cap just in case the head gets a little cold, but we're in beautiful press box here at Winamac.
Up to bat first for the North Judson-San Blue Jays. We talked about him, the senior leadoff man. It's Brody Bridegroom. On the mound is Hutch Martin, a sophomore right-handed pitcher. We kind of mentioned his stats a little bit earlier, but if you're just now joining us, Hutch Martin hasn't allowed anything in his 2 appearances. He's 2-0 on the season right now. Man, he is just winning right now, playing very good baseball. And then we talk about Brody Bridegroom in the box for the Jays. He comes in this afternoon. Bridegroom, a .414 average. It'll be his 33rd appearance on the season. He has 12 hits up to this point. And once he gets on base, we talked about it before, he's got the wheels. Let's see how many bases he's stolen. 7 bases coming into this afternoon. That's good enough for second on this Jays squad. So he'll lead things off facing Hutch Martin, the freshman, and he's pitching to sophomore Xavier Adriano. We know him in the fall, the starting quarterback for the Winamac Warriors. And, man, you know, they got athletes over here in Winamac, Coach.
They do, and they always have really competitive kids. So And they've had quality coaches over the years here, too. Get the kids out, get them playing, get them believing and working hard, and that goes a long way.
So Bridegroom will step in for our Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack first pitch. Martin will deal. Inside and low, ball one. Calm before the storm. It's quite quiet here in Winamac
it is.
right
it's
now.
It's eerily quiet right now.
1-0. Finds the zone.
One thing I noticed with Martin warming up, he's got a good sharp breaking ball, and his fastball really moves, and it moves into the right-handed hitter. So he's going to be tough if he can hit his spots.
He's also got an interesting release point.
Like right there. That ball was on the inside corner of the plate, and Bridegroom took a hack at it and just fouled it off his own body. That ball's just riding in on his hands.
Bridegroom will shake it off. We talked with Brody over the years. Baseball is his love. While he did play football, tore his ACL a couple of years ago, he's come back. He said the knee's stronger than ever. Martin, the 1-2. Ooh. Could have wore that one.
Yeah, he could have right there. That's curveball, just left it inside, and Bridegroom had to duck under it.
So now 2-2 from Martin to Bridegroom. Popped up high, back to right field, and it will be enough for a base hit.
One thing in the 2 North Judson games I've seen so far, they just have a knack of putting the ball where there's no, but they don't hit it hard. They haven't hit it hard, but you couldn't throw a ball out there better than they have in the last 3 innings I've seen them play.
We talked about our umpires, Eric Materna behind home plate, and in the field is Mike Lord. Now we see Doug Reed. We've talked about him extensively over the last couple of years. He's one of those guys for the Jays they like, as Martin will deal the first pitch outside, ball one. Reed, he is a .429 average, his 30th appearance on the season. He has 9 hits, coming into today. And there is one that will drop right over the head of the shortstop, just like Coach is saying. A perfect little blooper there, a base hit.
Yep, that one was hit a little better than the first one, but still just the same, out of the reach of the shortstop. And Judson's in business here.
Exactly what we saw against the Knox Redskins in that game that did not count, just only 2 innings of play, where they were able to bring 7 runs across in the top of the first, and Coach Waters had to go to the bullpen in the first inning. Martin deals the first pitch to Asen Harper. Harper, a .407 average, his 31st appearance on the season. He has an on-base percentage of .467, so he can get on base too. These 3 guys are what Coach Hannon was talking about. And that time Martin will find the zone.
Good pitch. Found the strike zone for the first time with his curveball. If he can get that over, it's going to be a difference maker today.
Bridegroom in scoring position for the Jays. Top of the first, the 1-1 from Hutch Martin. Finds the zone again. Harper let it go. Waiting for his pitch, and now he's going to have to be careful here. 1-2. Will Martin try to get him to chase? He deals. Swing and a miss. Asen Harper goes down, striking out.
First time we saw the changeup, had Harper, he kind of buried it down in the dirt, like you said, wanted to get him to chase, and Harper did. Great pitch.
So now we see Aiden Christensen. Christensen, an on-base percentage of .318. He comes into this afternoon, the junior does, a .250 batting average, his 23rd appearance this season. Outside for the first pitch from Martin. Christensen with the locks.
And that's one thing you're going to notice here today with Judson. They got a couple guys with some flow, man. They like their hair.
1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Evens up at 1-1 here, and I'm guessing if you got Bridegroom on 2, you're going to you want to bring him home now at the top of the first. Let's not screw around here.
You would like to, but the guy on the mound wearing Winamac jersey is going to have something to say with that. He's starting to dial it up here.
He deals the 1-1. Close, but misses. So now a 2-1 count from Martin to Christensen. Andrew Chambers on deck. 2 on. That one finds the zone. It evens at 2-2. One out. Top of the first, Martin to deal. And he will get Christensen swinging for out number 2.
Yeah, just bore down and threw the fastball right by him.
So here comes Andrew Chambers, the junior.
Huge at bat for Chambers, huge out here for Hutch Martin. If he can get him back in the dugout here, they're going to feel like they won the first inning.
Martin will check Bridegroom at 2, and he will deal. Missing outside to Chambers, who has a 105 average, his 29th appearance on the season. He has three RBIs coming into today, so an opportunity here with Bridegroom in scoring position. 2 outs, Martin, he's having something to say here. Finds the zone, 1-1. And Martin will call time, and he wants to talk with Xavier Adriano here as catcher, something he's seeing.
Well, yeah, I think what they're seeing is Bridegroom out there at second might be getting Adriano's signs behind the plate, so they're going to probably change up the signs. At least that's what I'm assuming they're talking about. I don't know what else it would be.
And Bridegroom, being a senior, loving baseball, you know he's probably
and being
pretty
a catcher
sharp.
And being a catcher,
Sure,
he knows the game. And you know, we usually with signs in high school baseball, you don't try to be too genius with them because you're not dealing with a bunch of Einsteins.
Martin, the 1-0. Up top. Close. 2-0 count now. He deals. Called strike, 2-2.
Yeah, if he gets that pitch called a strike, I don't know if Judson can hit him today.
Ooh.
Just low. Good breaking ball. Now we're going to should have the runners in motion here on the pitch. 3-2, 2 outs.
Checks the runner. The payoff. And he will go down looking for the top of the first. That's the 3rd out.
No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on.
Taking a break, coming back, bottom of the first is on the way.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They certainly recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Back here in Winamac, Indiana, Mitch Columbia along with Kevin Hannon. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Hutch Martin really dialed things in there and closed out the top of the first strong, Coach.
Oh, yeah, Judson started out with back-to-back hits, get runners on first and second with nobody outs, and Hutch Martin went to work after that and struck out the next 3 to get out of the jam.
Brad Erzik on the mound for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. We talked about him earlier, but if you're just now joining us Erzik, he's had some issues this season with his ERA not quite being what Coach Harper probably would like to see. He has a 6.43 ERA. He's 1-2 on the season. He has allowed, 17 hits, 18 runs. He's walked 15 batters. He has 24 strikeouts, so we'll see what he has on the mound today. He will face Luke Clemens first. We'll see the 1, 2, and 3 to start things off for the Warriors. Luke Clemens, Bryant Galbraith, the freshman shortstop on deck, and then the sophomore pitcher Hutch Martin in the hole. So he will see Luke Clemens first, and how important is it for Erzik to really kind of match what they did in the top of the first?
That's critical. You get here in conference games, especially rivalry games, you want to try to make it smaller games inside the big game. You want to win each inning, or at least don't fall behind each inning. So it's important for North Judson to get off on the right foot here and get a 0 on the scoreboard and get back up there to bat.
We talked about the youth between these two teams. Coach Hendricks mentioned about that. His team starts with a sophomore, Luke Clemens, goes to the freshman, Bryant Galbraith, then to a sophomore, Hutch Martin, at the top of the batting order. So, I mean, they're getting a varsity action early on in their career here.
Yeah, and it's these kids, my guess, I haven't seen them play, but I guarantee they played hundreds of games in their career. And, kids today aren't freshmen in the sense of the word that they used to be.
Clemens, a left-handed hitter, will step in. The first pitch delivered from Erzik. Popped, foul down the left field line, and it'll be out of play. Clemens, a .348 average in his 26th appearance this season. He has 8 hits coming into this afternoon. An on-base percentage of .400. Erzik pitching to Brody Bridegroom. Misses outside.
And just piggybacking on that earlier thought about freshmen, these guys have seen, if they play travel ball, they've seen some of the better players in the Midwest, if not in the country. So
popped high back to left field. Will it be played? It will.
Nice running catch there by the left fielder.
Aiden Christensen. Hat comes flying off. He had to put it into second gear to get there.
Well, yeah, it takes a pretty big snug hat to hold all that flow in it.
So here comes the freshman, Bryant Galbraith.
I better stop. I might be giving the poor kid a complex up here, but I'm not saying it in jest. I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too. First pitch from Erzik to Galbraith is outside. 1-0 count. Galbraith, .263 average. 27th appearance this season. Takes the next pitch and it misses outside. Has a .462 on base percentage. Swings on the 2-0. Strike called. He missed it.
Yeah, had a really good swing right there, and that's what you want to see especially with young kids. When you're ahead in the count, 2-0, 3-1, you get a pitch you like, swing hard in case you hit it.
And this one will miss outside, getting past the stretched glove of Brody Bridegroom.
So now Galbraith's in a really good hitter spot here. He can, if it's something he doesn't want to swing at, he can take it and still see another one.
3-1. Low. He will end up walking Bryant Galbraith.
Now batting, number 6, Hutch Martin.
So here comes Hutch Martin, the sophomore pitcher. A .632 batting average leads the team, Coach.
That's not bad through 7-8 games. That's a pretty good clip.
First pitch from Erzik's up top. Martin, he has 12 hits coming into today. He has an on-base percentage of .680. Oh. And Erzik will check the runner at one, sliding in safe.
Step back off the rubber and faked the throw to first.
1-0 to Martin. Rip right up the middle. He will advance. Clemens all the way to 3. He had a good lead. I think he was told to steal. And Martin will get him all the way to 3rd, so runners in the corners. A nice base hit there from Hutch Martin.
Yeah, Hutch hit that ball right on the nose, line drive up the middle. Good job of base running there by Galbraith, going 1st to 3rd. The only thing maybe Hutch could have done differently there is on the center fielder came up firing to 3rd. It would have been, if he would have rounded that a little more aggressively, they'd have 2nd and 3rd right now, but that's nitpicking.
And here's Cody Wheeler, the cleanup hitter. He'll swing and miss, strike 1.
Yeah, good spot for Cody Wheeler right now. RBI situation, just put the ball in play.
He has a 300 average. Swings on the next and foul tip. So 0-2 count here to Wheeler, who has 6 RBIs coming into this afternoon, the junior does.
Yeah, right now he really needs to be a good 2-strike hitter. All he's got to do, hit a ground ball and you score a run here.
0-2. Low and in the dirt. Martin takes 2, got the sign, and Bridegroom dropped it. So that will allow Martin to get to 2. Both runners in scoring position here with 1 out.
And Judson's going to, this early in the game, they're going to play the infielders back, take the out at first.
And Wheeler will go down swinging for out number 2.
Now batting.
So that's a big out right there for Erzik's confidence. We'll see what he does here with big bat and Xavier Adriano coming up.
Yeah, 400 average, his 26th appearance this season. He has 7 RBIs coming into this afternoon's matchup, and an aggressive stance here.
Lots of movement in there, but that's all right. It's, a little movement before the pitch keeps the batter in rhythm a little bit, as long as that movement doesn't continue while he's tracking the pitch to the plate. They see a lot of that stuff in the evening on MLB.
Yeah. Aaron Judge. And ducking out of the way is Adriano. Breaking ball got away from Erzik there. 1-1 here with 2 outs, 2 on, both in scoring position. Bottom of the first were scoreless. Outside.
And right now, looking at strategy, I'm not sure with the base open at first. You don't want to give Adriano much to hit right here.
He'll miss outside. 3-1 count now.
But then again, I don't know anything about Caden Runk hitting behind him either, so.
Erzik the 3-1. Down the right field line, it'll go foul. Got a hold of it. Just a tad.
Yeah, just a little bit late on the fastball.
So it keeps it 3-1 here. Or, yeah, it's a full count now. So 3-2 here from Erzik. Swing and a miss. He will get out of the inning, as Xavier Adriano will go down swinging. So 2 left on.
The bottom of the first. Score no runs on 1 hit.
No runs, 1 hit, no Blue Jay errors.
We'll take a break, come back. Scoreless here, top of the second on the way.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. Top of the second, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon both teams showed they could get into scoring position.
Yeah, both teams got 2 runners on there in the first, and just nothing after that. A lot of strikeouts, so the pitchers did what they needed to do in a pressure situation.
So now for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays up first, we will see the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, I believe.
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, and 8 hitters. We'll start with Brad Urzik, the pitcher. Then we'll see Brody Benson, and in the hole is Cash Collins. We look at Urzik when he is in the batter's box. He has a .238 average. It'll be his 28th appearance on the season. Has 5 hits coming into this afternoon. And Martin, who really dialed things in there in the top of the first, got out of the inning with runners in scoring position, so he's probably starting to feel himself here.
Yeah, we'll see how he comes out, but those last 3 hitters in the first inning, he was really dialed in.
Urzik will step in, the right-handed hitter, to face Martin, the right-handed pitcher. First offering.
But I think the one thing Coach Hendricks would take right now is he doesn't want to see Hutch throw 24 pitches each inning here.
Yeah.
That's a little on the higher side.
Next pitch will be called a strike, so it evens up at 1-1 here. Next offering popped up out of play. This one will miss low. Martin, a little disappointed in himself on that one.
Yeah, just tried to breaking ball right there and just missed low.
Next pitch. And it'll miss. So close. We've seen some where they may be strikes. We've seen some where they're not.
Yeah, his outside corner to right-handed hitter's a little bit inconsistent right now, but I'm never going to say too much about the guys in blue.
And that one will miss up top, so he will end up walking Urzik. He'll get on base. And this will bring up Brody Benson. Benson, a 118 average, his 27th appearance. On base percentage of .423.
Courtesy running at first base, number 3, Anthony Roberts.
So Anthony Roberts will courtesy run for Urzik. And Martin will deal the first pitch to Benson. And it will be a called strike. So 0-1, Martin. Swung on. Chopper foul. 0-2 now.
Now let's see if he maybe quits trying to hit that perfect spot on that outside corner, inside corner, and just goes right at him. Challenge him. Ooh, that didn't miss by much. Little off-speed breaking ball. It must have been high.
So a 1-2 count here for Martin to Benson. And he will go down striking out. He swung on it inside, and he will be retired.
Yeah, that's one of those fastballs with a lot of movement riding in on the hitter and just tied him up there. Great pitch.
He'll check the courtesy runner. Roberts at 1, slides in safe. Warriors with their pinstripes looking sharp out here.
They are looking sharp out. Oh, great play right there. Tempted bunt by the Judson hitter. Hutch Martin came up, made a diving catch, runner at second or runner at first was moving, so it turns into an easy double play, but what an athletic play by the pitcher.
Quickly, we will take a break and come back for the bottom of the second. Heads up play by Hutch Martin. We'll take a break and come back. Don't go anywhere. Warriors up to bat next.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
High school sports in Indiana thrives because of our dedicated IHSAA officials. These men and women ensure fair play, safety, and the integrity of every game, from Friday night football to basketball tournaments and beyond. Without them, there are no contests, no rivalries, no memories for our student athletes. We appreciate our IHSAA officials. We go to the bottom of the second. What a heads-up play it was by Hutch Martin, diving and catching the bunt and having the presence of mind to throw to one because Roberts was already taken off the two.
Yeah, it was, I don't know if it was a bunt and run, hit and run, but the runner was in motion, probably would have had the base stolen. But the batter bunted it, and just great play by Hutch Martin to come up and, again, make a full-out dive to catch the ball before it hit the grass.
We will see the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Winamac Warriors. It starts with Caden Runk, the right fielder. And Caden Runk, a senior on this team, a 158 average, his 26th appearance on the season. Runk has a .320 on-base percentage, a 158 slugging percentage. He has 3 hits coming into this afternoon. So we'll see what Caden Runk can do here. Facing off against Brad Erzik, who had a runner on third in the bottom of the first and was able to get out of it.
Yeah, they had second and third. There were 2 outs and just weren't able to get that big hit to get the scoring started today.
And you've kind of talked about it before. Once you get to the bottom portion of the lineup, it's so important to try to get back to the top as soon as you can, just to help things roll around.
Absolutely, and it's important for the pitchers to take advantage of that too, and not try to throw 6 pitches to each hitter. You want to challenge the hitters down here at the bottom of the lineup.
First pitch from Erzik, up top and outside. And you see Brody Bridegroom popping up strong on that knee we talked about earlier, tore his ACL a couple of years ago. But the way the ACL surgeries work, they get those kids in, you start working that knee out literally the day or so after surgery nowadays.
Yeah, and these kids are, they've been in the weight room. I know North Judson has a great weight program, and they've been in there. So they're strong going into the surgery, which helps immensely coming out of it.
The 1-1 turns into a 1-2 as Runk will swing and miss. Next pitch. Misses up top. Good eye there from Runk. He will swing and miss the 2-2, and going down striking out is Caden Runk.
Yeah, just threw that fastball right there on the outer half of the plate, and Runk swung right through it.
This will now be Liam Burton, the left fielder. The sophomore, 100 average, 26th appearance on the season. 280 on-base percentage. First pitch misses for a ball. The next one, called strike, evens up at a 1-1.
Yeah, Erzik right now is doing a good job of his control, placing that ball right there on the outside corner and just baiting the Winamac hitters to swing at it. Oh, there he reached out and got it.
Slicer up the middle. It'll be a base hit for Liam Burton. Good contact sound there.
Yeah, Erzik just threw that ball again on the outer half of the plate, and Liam Burton went right with it and hit a 1-2 hopper past the second baseman into right center field. Now let's see if Coach Hendricks gets a little aggressive here on the try to get something manufactured with the bottom of the order.
Swing and a miss. Strike one for Peyton Burke, the designated hitter. The freshman, 375 average, his 21st appearance this season. He has 6 hits coming into today, and the 0-1 from Erzik. Low and in the dirt. There goes to take 2. It's Liam Burton sliding in safe, and Bridegroom will just choke on it.
That's great baseball right there. It wasn't a stolen base, but Burton right there read the ball in the dirt. The catcher had to get down and block, and he was off as soon as he read the ball in the dirt. So great baseball play right there.
Next pitch is popped up high back to right
Both
field.
hit pretty well.
Over the head of the right fielder. And it looks like they will hold Burton at 3. Burke will get all the way to 2, so a double there from Peyton Burke.
Yeah, it goes as a double for Peyton Burke, and no blame on Liam Burton right there. That when that ball took off in the air, it looked like a routine fly ball to right. Right fielder got turned around a little bit. The ball carried over his head, and Burton, or not much he could do, just get to third safely.
So this will be the number 9 hitter, Will Malco, senior. Left-handed hitter, 353 average. Takes the first pitch for a called strike to face the right-handed Erzik. 2 on, both in scoring position. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Malco an opportunity here. Takes the next pitch, and it will be a ball so close there on the inside.
I'm not even sure that one was on the inside too much. That was a good pitch, but
1-1 from Erzik. Low and in the dirt.
Bridegroom doing some good work back there behind the plate, keeping the ball in front of him.
Malco has 4 RBIs coming into today's rivalry matchup, so he has an opportunity here. And the next pitch will miss up top. (3-1) count, 1 out. Bottom of the second here. The Warriors threatening. Erzik deals. Ooh! And he will hit. Will Malco, he had to take it. So hit by pitch there, he'll take first.
Yeah, either way it's ball 4, but still, it's a good baseball play when you take one in the ribs right there. So it doesn't feel real good, but he did his job as the 9-hole hitter, loaded the bases, and now they're in business with the top of the order.
And here comes manager Alvin Harper with the infield to have a mound visit real quick with the bases loaded and only 1 out.
And I can tell you, in the history of baseball, I don't know what the number is, but I bet you it's 90%. When the 9-hole hitter walks or gets hit by a pitch, usually leads to a run-scoring inning.
Yeah, we'll go back to the top of the batting order and see Luke Clemens for his second appearance today. Clemens was who was on third threatening in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Clemens back in the first flew out to the left. But a big spot here. Break this game open and get the scoring started.
Erzik kicks and deals. Misses outside.
And North Judson's playing all their infielders up on the grass. They're looking to cut down the run at the plate with a forced play on a ground ball.
Oh. Pitch gets past the glove of Bridegroom, and the first run will cross. For the Warriors, they take the lead 1-0. It's Liam Burton bringing that run across.
Yeah, just Bridegroom just right there. It wasn't a wild pitch. Just didn't squeeze it off the inside corner off the end of his glove and allows that first run to score.
It will advance both runners, so now they are in scoring position. The next pitch, foul tip, hits the fence.
Had a good swing. He was right on that pitch. Fouled it straight back. Still a hitter's count, so you look for him to try to get a pitch he can handle here.
2-1, Erzik deals.
Ooh, off his foot.
It will be gloved by the
Foul
first
ball.
baseman. Oh,
Foul ball. He fouled it off his front foot. The home plate ump caught it. Probably a good thing because Coach Lord, we talked about his age out there as the base ump. I'm not sure he could have saw that. And I laugh when I say that. I'm not picking. I'm just picking on him a little bit. We go back a long way.
He's been officiating. I asked him during the basketball season. It's been a long time. And he coached basketball there at Knox for quite a while, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's been at Hebron in his career. I think he's been at lacrosse in his career.
Full count to Luke Clemens. Inside, he will walk Luke Clemens, and the bases are juiced.
Close pitch right there. He got the benefit of the call and loads the bases again with Bryant Galbraith coming up, who walked his first at bat back in the first.
Galbraith will dig in with an opportunity here. Bases loaded and only one out. He'll swing and miss the first offering.
He had a good cut at that pitch. Got a fastball right down the middle and just missed it.
He has 5 runs batted in this season. Chance to add to that here. Next pitch up top from Erzik. 1-1. Erzik. Fouled off out of play. 1-2.
Erzik again doing a nice job of keeping that ball in the outside corner. We'll see where he goes here with 1-2 count.
Inside and low. 2-2. Foul tip hits the net. Keeps it 2-2. And just misses outside. So now a full count here from Brad Erzik.
Big spot. Pitch of the game right here so far.
With the bases loaded, Brad Erzik deals. And getting a piece of it, fouling it off, is Galbraith.
Yeah, he's going to see his 8th pitch of the at-bat here.
He deals. And he will miss it up top, walking Bryant Galbraith and bringing a run across. That's number 4, Peyton Burke. So now it's 2-0. The Warriors lead this rivalry battle against the North Judson-San Blue Jays.
Yeah, RBI right there for Galbraith. Great at bat. And Hutch Martin here sitting in the driver's seat with already a hit in the first, hit here in the second.
And he will bring 1 run across. So an RBI single. It got between third and short. Perfect placement. A nice grounder there by Hutch Martin.
Now batting, number 44, Cody Wheeler.
Wheeler struck out back in the first, so he's looking to make up for that a little bit. Big spot here. I think we're going to have a pitching change. That's about as slow as a manager can walk out to the mound. So he's probably still thinking about what he's going to do here. You know, it's not in high school baseball, especially at the 1A, 2A level. You don't just get to look down to the bullpen and point.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out who your backup shortstop is because your shortstop or center fielder's probably coming into pitch, who's your next best center fielder is, and it just involves it's a lot of thought process that people don't realize.
And Coach Harper is talking to the infield on the mound here.
Maybe he won't even. Has he made the? Okay, yeah. So Urzik will go to first base, and
Asen Harper.
Looks like Asen Harper. Asen Harper will be in the game here.
And like Coach said, Urzik will go back to first.
So that would put Aiden Christensen will slide out and play center field.
We look at Asen Harper, the sophomore coming into this afternoon. He's 0-1 right now, and this ERA I don't think it reflects the kind of pitcher we've seen him be in the past, but a 15.17, Coach.
And, early in the season, that could have been. I don't have their schedule here in front of me to know who they play, but if they play a good team and he got beat up a little bit in a couple innings of work, it's easy to have that ERA of 15, but he's too good of a pitcher. He's not going to finish the season with an ERA of 15.
The right-handed pitcher will warm up with Brody Bridegroom, still the catcher. But like we talked, these Jays, they have used 8 arms up to this point throughout the season. Urzik was their best pitcher coming into today with a 6.43 ERA. This will be Harper's 5th appearance on the season. So he has work to do with the Warriors really making things happen here in the bottom of the second.
You watch him warm up, and he's got really, really good stuff. Sharp breaking ball, good live fastball. You get 8 of these. He hasn't always found the catcher's glove, but we'll see if he can bear down here and get the Blue Jays out of the jam they're in here. 1 out, bases loaded.
And here is Cody Wheeler for his second appearance today. First pitch from Harper. Misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and Wheeler, with runners on second and third back in the first inning, struck out.
1-0. Up top, 2-0. The next offering. That one finds the zone.
And again, sometimes you watch these games and you forget that the kid on the mound right now is a sophomore in a rivalry game coming into a bases-loaded situation with his team down. Just what's going on in his head. It sounds easy to throw a ball over the plate from 60 feet, but a lot of different variables moving around in there. Well, he's back in the count, 2 straight strikes. Come back even at 2-2.
Well, he started the season, over half the season for the Blue Jays in the football season as the quarterback. 2-2 misses outside. So now a full count here from Asen Harper to Cody Wheeler. Harper. Swing and a miss, and going down striking out is Cody Wheeler. He wanted that one, but Harper gets the second out.
Yeah, just threw a fastball right there, a little bit above the belt, just threw it right by him in a big spot there. So now we got 2 outs. Adriano up in another huge spot here with 2 outs and the runners on base.
First pitch from Harper. Misses outside.
I think I did notice this at bat. He doesn't have as much hand movement as he had in that first at bat, so I think that's a good thing.
Rips one. Foul. Down the left field line, out of play. Evens up at a 1-1 here. He got a hold of it. Just a little ahead.
Yeah, just a long strike, as the pitchers say.
Harper. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Next pitch.
Ooh, that ball's
deep,
gone.
Back to left field. It will be a grand slam for Xavier Adriano. That will make it 7-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. He got all of it.
Yeah, that was no doubt off the bat. Just left fielder took off running, but he realized before he got to the warning track that was well out of here.
Big time play for Xavier Adriano. With 2 outs, the Warriors are really taking control of this rivalry battle.
And what's more impressive to me than anything is he was down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes,
right.
And to get that kind of a swing, great at bat.
Well, now stepping into the box is Caden Runk for his second appearance.
He struck out to lead off the second.
So we've gotten all the way back around to the batting order here in the bottom of the second. Runk will pop this one up. Could be played, and out number 3 by the first baseman, Brad Erzik. It will. The Jays will get out of the inning, but a lot of damage done, Coach.
Yeah, 7 runs, no North Judson errors, 4 hits.
7-0. The Warriors lead. The Jays will take a break and come back. Top of the 3rd up next.
Hello there. Is this that First Choice Ag Service place? I'm needing something done on my tractor.
Oh, no, sir. I'm sorry. This is First Choice Insurance.
Well, can you fix my tractor, too?
We insure all types and sizes of farms. We represent many companies who offer all the coverages a farmer may need.
Well, we might need to talk. Had a little issue with the tractor. Might need some coverage.
Phone us in North Judson at 896-3482 or in Knox at 772-5370.
Back here in Winamac, Indiana, the Winamac Warriors, big time, bottom of the 2nd. 7 runs crossed, 7-0 here in this rivalry battle. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Kevin Hannon, and the Warriors really flexed their muscles there, Coach.
They did, and just, Asen Harper comes in, try to get out of the jam, strikes out the 4-hole hitter, gets Adriano, the 5-hole hitter, down in a 2-strike count, and just Adriano hit a good pitch, and that's sometimes it takes. The batter beats the hitter. Other times the hitter beats, or the that didn't make any sense. The hitter beats the pitcher. The hitter beats the pitcher, and that time that's exactly what happened.
We'll start with the number 9 hitter, Orrin Ball. Then we'll go back to the top of the batting order for the Jays. It'll be Orrin Ball's first appearance this afternoon. And this is a question, this is when you're the Jays, you can't get down on yourself here, because that's something that Coach Harper, I think, has talked to us about before. When they allow that many runs, it's hard to kind of keep the guys focused and excited.
It absolutely is, especially when you got a kid on the mound that you haven't had much success against. It's very important right now for Hutch Martin to come in and just throw strikes, challenge hitters. Don't get caught up in this pitch count thing where come the 6th inning you might not be able to finish this.
Orrin Ball will pull the bunt last second. Ball will be called, and Martin will deal the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Orrin Ball, a .222 average, his 23rd appearance of the season. He has 4 hits coming into this afternoon. He has an on-base percentage of .364, a slugging percentage of .222. Lays the bunt, popped up high, right back to a perfect catch for Hutch Martin, and out number 1.
Yeah, a 9-hole hitter right there. Just looking to put the ball in play, make a good bunt, see if we can get the inning started. Just popped it up.
Well, we'll go back to the top of the batting order. Bridegroom's second appearance today.
Led off the game with a single to right.
Trying to get something going for the Jays here. Outside will miss. Good snag there by Adriano. Little pep in his step after that home run.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling pretty good about himself off that one. Martin.
Oh, if I had a glove.
Adriano's going to track it down. He slides
nice
and
play.
makes the beautiful. Oh. It looked like he caught it, and then it came loose at the last second. They will call it out, though. But a diving, sliding catch there by Adriano for out number 2.
Great play. Kind of got out of my vision here under the press box window, but he made a nice sliding catch, and then as he's getting up to hold the ball up, that's when it kind of slipped out of his hand. So good call by the home plate umpire.
This brings up Doug Reed, for his second appearance. He will be hit by pitch and take his base. That one just got away from Martin there.
Yeah, just a breaking ball. Got him in the lower leg somewhere, and good at bat by Doug Reed to get on base. And Doug Reed, second time on base, singled back in the first.
Now here's Asen Harper.
Harper struck out back in the first.
Martin to deal. Chopper right back to him. He'll throw it over to first for out number 3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base.
Bottom of the third on the way, 7-0. The Winamac Warriors lead the North Judson-San Blue Jays in this rivalry battle.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. McGrath Refrigeration, voted Stark County's favorite heating and air conditioning dealer, is your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call today, 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. We go to the bottom of the third, where the Warriors are going to continue what they hope is a dominant afternoon, Coach.
Yeah, and right there they scored 7 in the second, and I said that Hutch Martin just needs to come out and not waste pitches, just go right after the hitters, and he got them 4 up, 3 down, and he threw, I believe, 6 pitches, so pretty economical inning for him.
Looking at the stats on Max Preps, that was in the bottom of the second Xavier's first home run of the season, and it was a grand slam.
Yeah,
what a way to do it.
It was a no-doubter. I mean, there was no wind-blown assist on that one. Hit it well, and it's not like it's a short porch either place.
So leading things off for the Warriors is Liam Burton, the left fielder. So we'll see the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Warriors here.
And now what you want to see out of Asen Harper is for him to give you some innings, get some outs, not let this thing get completely out of control, and don't have to go to that 3rd, 4th pitcher.
He'll miss the first pitch up top. Burton, a 100 average we talked about earlier. He swings and misses the next option. 1-1.
Yep. Burton singled back in the second and scored a run.
Harper. That one will miss outside. 2-1. Next pitch from Asen Harper. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two. Foul out of play. Next pitch.
Good curveball.
Finds the zone. And going down looking is Liam Burton for out number 1.
Yeah, that was a good curveball. Started up, broke down into the outer half of the plate and just froze him right there.
So Burke will step into the box his second time today already, isn't it?
Yeah, he doubled and scored back in the second.
Harper's first pitch will miss low. Something that I found interesting, you talked about before we went on the air, was that you had a chance to coach alongside Coach Hendricks when he was at Knox football there a few years ago.
I did. John was the head coach. Mark was his assistant, and I was a young, eager coach wanting to do whatever I could, and, I would do, for those two men, I would do anything to help out. They needed help at the middle school level, and I never played football, never coached football before, but had a lot of fun those few years.
Coach Hendricks now back at his stomping grounds in Winamac, and very happy to be here. We've talked about that with him before. And the next pitch will be another breaking ball from Harper to Burke. Strike called. So a 1-2 count here from Harper to Burke. Ooh, what a hit by Burke. Gets past the glove of the third baseman.
Third baseman's playing in there on the grass, and he just hit a rocket that third baseman just didn't have time to get his glove up.
Yeah, Brody Benson, the third baseman there.
2 hits for Peyton Burke on the day.
So with only 1 out, we will see Will Malco for the second time today.
Hit by a pitch and scored it back in the second.
Oh my gosh.
He's my player of the game right now. Wore 2 of them.
So Will Malco will get hit by pitch for the second time today. He's like a magnet.
Absolutely. I remember way back in the day when I was in high school, I hit a kid from Couts, and, I liked the guy. We went to church together. I hit him 4 times in a game, and I guarantee I wasn't trying to do it.
So 2 on, 1 in scoring position here with 1 out. We go back to the top of the batting order for the third time today. It's Luke Clemens.
Yeah, and Clemens flew out in the first, walked and scored in the second.
Warriors just running through their lineup, attacking these Jays pitchers right now. The next pitch will miss up top. 2-0 here from Harper to Clemens. And Burke on 2 in scoring position here. 7-0 the Warriors lead. The next pitch misses. It'll miss inside for ball number 4. He'll walk Clemens, and that'll load the bases, bringing up Bryant Galbraith.
Galbraith walked in the first, walked and scored in the second, and that walk also drove in a run.
Harper's breaking ball finds the zone. It stalled Galbraith. Strike 1.
That was a good one. Off speed. It broke down. If you're looking at a clock, 12-6, just straight down. Great pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Harper ahead of the count here with the bases loaded.
He could really use a strikeout right here.
The 0-2. Popped up high back to right field. It will be gloved Tagging up at 3, though, will be Peyton Burke. He will bring another run across. Advancing to 3 is Will Malco.
So sacrifice fly for Galbraith, another RBI. Very productive day.
Clemens will stay at first, so runners in the corners for the Warriors. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. It's 8-0, the Warriors lead.
Yeah, so now we got Hutch Martin coming up. 2 for 2, RBI, run scored. Chance to pad those numbers a little bit today. Help his own cause. Ooh, great play by Bridegroom right there. That had a run all over it as he lunged out into the left-handed batter's box to keep it there on the dirt.
1-0 from Harper.
That's one of those things. A good catcher that can just be a wall back there is just so important in the game, whatever level you're at.
Grounder to short, gloved, thrown over to first. It'll be an error. And Will Malco will bring another run across, and now here comes a second run to slide in safe. It's Luke Clemens, and then sliding into third is Hutch Martin.
All right, so I'm going to need a little minute here to decipher that. Goes as a reached on error for Hutch Martin. Give him an RBI for that first run, no RBI on the second run. So
now batting, number 44.
If that made any sense to anybody out there.
Well, and it was gloved well there by Doug Reed.
Yeah,
he just
a bad throw to first. Short hopped his first baseman.
Wheeler now in the box for the third time. Swings and misses, 0-1. So now it is 10-0. The Warriors in control. And another run batted in. Martin will bring it across, and RBI single for Cody Wheeler. It's really getting away from the Jays right now.
Yeah, it is. And, as a coach, you just hope that Harper can get himself through this inning and maybe even get you into the fourth, because now we're looking at a 4.5 inning game potentially, the way Hutch Martin's throwing on the mound. And it throws all my talk of the pitch count out the window, because you get Hutch Martin right now the way he's throwing. He's only got to get through 5 innings. You're in good shape on the conference game. I don't know what their schedule is the rest of the week, but that always helps on a Tuesday when you can get a kid throw a complete game.
Pitch from Harper to Xavier Adriano, who had that grand slam his last at bat. 0-1 count from Harper here. Misses outside 1-1. $11-0 is the score here. The Warriors, it took to the bottom of the second, and since then they haven't looked back. They came in today 6-2 on the season. They will see North Miami in 2 days, another conference opponent. And then on the 2nd, this coming Saturday, they'll see Caston in a doubleheader.
Tough week for anybody right there. H-neck in full effect.
Then that rescheduled game from last night against the Jays will happen on the 5th next week, as here's a big hit, base hit over the head of the right fielder for Xavier Adriano. He's digging for 2. He's going to dig for 3.
Yeah, that's going to be a triple with his speed standing over there.
So an RBI triple. He brings Cody Wheeler home. He almost caught up to Cody Wheeler.
He did. He did, and he would have if he would have scored there.
So a triple, an RBI triple.
Now batting, number
My buddies always like to call them a trippy. Quick trippy, coach.
I don't know who your buddies are, but that's just weird.
So now it's 12-0. The Warriors in control. Harper deals his first pitch to Caden Runk, third time today. 1-0. That one finds the zone.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you hate to change the way baseball is played, but the umpires, they're going to open. It's human nature. They're going to open up the strike zone a little bit.
Next pitch up top for a 2-1 count here to Caden Runk.
And Runk struck out and flew out to the third baseman, or the first baseman.
That one finds the zone. Evens up at 2-2 here. Ooh, breaking ball finds the zone, keeps Runk.
5 runs on 3 hits, 1 North Judson error.
We'll take a break, come back, 12-0, the Warriors lead. They are in control over their rival of North Judson.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Well, we've talked about the Winamac Warriors the last several weeks as being one of the better teams in our area when it comes to baseball. They are showing us how they are able to bring this many runs across coming into this game, and boy, do they bring them in bunches, Coach. But right now they're leading 12-0 over the North Judson-San Blue Jays. Hutch Martin on the mound, and you say how many pitches he's thrown up to this point?
He's 42 pitches through 3 innings, and that's a pretty good number, especially when he was at 25 at the end of 1. So he's really become more economical, and he's in good shape. And, you know, we were just talking in between innings now is the kind of the game within the game, you know, coming up more conference games. Depending on where his pitch count is, depends on when he can pitch later in the week.
Sure.
I don't know the kid. I've had kids that could throw every day. I've had kids that could throw once a week. So I don't know what kind of kid he is, but they'll definitely be able to, at this point, at this rate, they'll be able to get him in probably Saturday at least.
For the Jays, we'll see the 4th, 5th, and 6th hitters, starting with Aiden Christensen.
Aiden Christensen struck out back in the first inning.
And where we've seen the Warriors go through their batting order almost 3 full times, we're just now getting through the second time for the Jays.
Yeah.
And that's attributing to what Martin has done.
Yeah, he's been, since the first, he's been pretty dominant.
Grounder right back to Martin, throws over to first for out number 1, so 1 pitch, 1 out.
And that's 4 of the last 5 outs, I believe, are right balls back to the pitcher.
He's really doing it all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just his breaking stuff's been sharp. His fastball moves, and just Judson's putting it in play, but just not in the right spots.
This is Andrew Chambers. He pulls the bunt. Ball called. Second appearance today. Shows bunt again. Did he pull it?
Struck out back in the first. I honestly, I don't.
He did, so that'll be ball 2.
I don't know, 1 out, down 12. I don't know if I'm Winamac right here, I throw him a strike and let him get himself out. Both the first baseman and third baseman are in.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a perfect bunt to get him on base here.
Next pitch was a strike. Here's the 2-1. That one finds the zone for 2-2. Top of the 4th here, 12-0. The Warriors lead the Jays. 2-2. Martin deals. Low. Full count here for Hutch Martin. To Andrew Chambers. Popped back to right field.
Ooh.
And it will be gloved. Acrobatically by Caden Runk.
Acrobatically is right. He started moving back to the left or the right center field gap. Ball kind of tailed away, and he had to turn and catch it, kind of a jump lunge catch, but a running catch, good athletic play.
So we'll bring up Brad Erzik for his second time today. Swings and misses the first option.
Erzik walked back in the second inning.
0-1. Low. He deals the 1-1. Ripped back to left field.
Ooh, great effort. Diving attempt made by the left fielder.
And Erzik will dig for 2 here. Standing in for a double. So he'll keep this inning alive here with 2 outs, puts himself in scoring position.
Yeah, he ripped it down the line. The left fielder went over, attempted to make a diving catch, and just came up short, and ball rolled to the fence. But I like that. I like an outfielder that, in a 12-0 game, 2 outs, why not? Make a play, try to get on SportsCenter tonight.
Brings up Brody Benson. Takes the first pitch for a called strike.
Now, if it's a tie game or if it's a 1-run game somewhere and he makes a play like that, then I don't think it's a great effort by him. It's just, it depends when he does it.
Right.
Sometimes you just got to play it safe.
Right to work, 0-2 Martin. And he will get out of the inning.
Just toyed with the hitter right there. No runs on 1 hit, no run, 1 runner left on.
Bottom of the 4th on the way. The Warriors still in control here, 12-0. We take a break, come back, don't go anywhere. Since 2012, All Grain Transport has proudly served our area farmers. What started with Adam, his wife Lindsay, their oldest son Leland, and 1 truck, All Grain Transport has grown into 11 trucks strong and a family of 5 L's. All Grain Transport specializes in efficient grain hauling during harvest, and with on-site storage, customers can harvest faster and market their grain long after the season ends. From grain to a variety of ag needs, All Grain really can transport it all. All Grain Transport is proud to help continue the tradition here on WKVI Sports, so call them at 574-225-6131. That's All Grain Transport. Family driven, community strong, and built to haul it all. We welcome you back here to Winamac, Indiana. Beautiful day here from Winamac. Cooler day than it has been in recent games. We have broadcast right now. It's 61 degrees. No wind, but it's been all Warriors here for this home game against the North Judson-San Blue Jays. We see Ace and Harper on the mound in relief for Brad Erzik, but the damage happened after that, really. I mean, what was it, 4-0 when they did the pitching change, or 3-0? I think it was 3-0, and then that grand slam made it 7-0. And,
it was 3-0 when that play happened, and just hard to recover from that. But I said it at the time, what they needed out of Ace and Harper is just to take one for the team and be a warrior on the mound and just go get innings. And so far he's done that. He's given up some runs, but the team really needs him on the mound right now.
This is Liam Burton for his 3rd time today. Harper's first pitch will miss outside.
Single and scored and struck out today for Liam Burton.
The Jays came into this afternoon a 7-5 record. The last several games, they actually had one where they came into that Knox game really struggling. The Knox game did not count, but then they ended up picking up a forfeit win from Argus, who's having a tough season that we talked about. Faith Christian they beat 9-4. And then Elkhart Christian Academy in that doubleheader. So they came in winning some games, and Coach Harper talked about that felt good. But I think he kind of knew behind the scenes that this game was going to be tough for them. It's a 3-1 count from Harper to Burton. And it will find the zone for a full count. you start asking the question, what's the goal here for this Warrior team? I know Hendricks said they wanted to be someone strong in this Hoosier North Athletic Conference on the Saturday Sports Line, but it's starting to look like this is going to be a team. That Caston matchup, that's going to be a good game.
Offensively, they're good. We haven't had to see much of them defensively. Martin has done a really good job of stymieing the Blue Jays offense, so we haven't really seen if they could make a lot of the routine plays on defense. But from what I've seen with Martin on the mound and offensively, they're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough matchup for anybody.
This is the designated hitter Peyton Burke for his third time. He ended up walking Liam Burton as we were talking.
Yeah, I talked over that. Sorry about that,
that
everybody.
Was me too. He'll miss the next one to Burke, making it a 2-0 count here.
Now, if you watch Major League games, you'll know why you get into, mismatches and big leads, and you get the announcers talking about anything from Johnny down the line eating hot dogs and who's driving what to the game and who's picking up who, but we'll try to focus on this game.
Oh, no. Wild pitch gets past Brody Bridegroom. It will allow Liam Burton to get to 2.
Yeah, and Harper's really struggling right now. Tough spot he's in. In a 12-0 game, trying to get 3 more outs. 3 outs are hard enough to get, let alone when you're facing this offense that has already scored 12.
3-0. That one's called strike. It was.
Got an appointment tonight. We got to get to it.
Well, and like you said, when it gets to be. Here's a hit right to second. Throws over to first. They'll get out number 1. But like you said, an inning or so ago, you had mentioned, when it gets to be this big of a lead, the strike zone kind of stretches a little bit.
And it should. And Winamac shouldn't be up there. They should still be aggressive within their at-bats. They shouldn't be up there. I mean, anything close. I think at this point, 12-0, you got a kid with a RBI triple, a grand slam. You want to get on that news broadcast tomorrow morning at school and add your name to that list. And walks just aren't going to do that usually.
This brings up Will Malco, his third time today. He's been hit both times.
The trifecta could happen right here.
And I was thinking about this. I think it was last year or the year before he had been hit by a pitch a few times while we were on the broadcast. So maybe it's us.
Well, I'm rooting for him.
He'll swing on the 0-1. Popped up out of play, 0-2. But I remember him getting hit a couple of times in a broadcast we did last year. Maybe it was the year before. Just a magnet. One out, 0-2 count, bottom of the 4th, one in scoring position here. And that one will miss. Somehow Bridegroom pops up and saves it from getting past him.
Yeah, ball up, hit his glove, kind of took some speed off of it so it didn't get back to the fence. And runners probably aren't going to advance on too much at this point.
The 1-2. Inside. Two. Foul tip.
He's fighting in there. Good at bat again.
Will Malco, one of those athletes we're going to miss dearly when he graduates. Outstanding athlete here at Winamac. Great basketball player.
And off his foot again. He's having a rough. He's going to have to take an ice bath. I hope the trainer here at Winamac Community is still here tonight.
He's been our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week before. Great talker. Great family. I've had a chance to get to know his dad over the last couple of years. Had him on the air a couple of times. Good family. Grounder to first. Gets past first base.
It's going to be a base hit.
And it will get Will Malco to 1. He will advance.
Yeah, ball hit right in a perfect spot. First baseman dove, couldn't come up with it. Second baseman did field it cleanly, but he was way in the hole, and Malco's speed just no chance to get him at first.
And that is Peyton Burke, I believe, getting to 3. Liam Burton. Thank you. Liam Burton. So runners in the corners for the Warriors, and there goes Will Malco to take 2. He got the sign. They throw down, slides in safe.
Now we're back to the top. Luke Clemens, 4th at bat, walked and scored twice, and flew out to left.
Harper. The 1-0. In at the hands, swung on, base hit. It'll be an RBI. He'll bring 2 runs home.
So 2 RBI single for Luke Clemens.
And then he will reach 2. They threw home to Bridegroom, and in that time frame, Clemens goes ahead and takes 2.
Yeah, so it still ends up as a single. Took second on the throw. So that makes it 14-0 Warriors.
And in order to keep this game going in the top of the 5th, the Jays will at least at this point have to get 5 runs to keep this thing rolling.
And the way Martin's throwing, that's
not
tall task.
Looking good. First pitch to Galbraith is a called strike. Outside corner. And Harper right to work. Nope.
Harper right now worried about the runner at second, and that guy in the grand scheme of things right now doesn't mean a whole lot, but Harper's just trying to get outs any way he can. He's looking for 2 more.
Finds the zone there, 0-2 count. He likes that breaking ball. But a tough afternoon it has been for the North Judson-San Blue Jays. They try to throw to 2. Sliding in safe is Clemens. The 0-2.
It's going to be another base hit. Perfectly placed.
And it looked like Harper kind of slipped on the mound there, and he tried to glove it, but it got past him.
Yeah, just gets by the pitcher and then dies before it gets to second base. And, Brian Galbraith right now has been on base 4 times, or been involved in this with, he's now 1 for 1. Hit a sac fly with an RBI walk, walked in the first. So big day out of the 2-hole.
And here comes head coach Alvin Harper to the mound with the infield. And I think he's going to have a pitching change here. Well, he has to, doesn't he, after his second mound visit?
No, you get 3.
3.
So this would be his 3rd. And once you get past 3, so you got to change on your 4th, 5th, everyone after that.
Gotcha.
He was hoping to get 2 more outs out of Harper, but just wasn't meant to be. And now you're entering the part of the Warrior lineup that if Coach Hendricks were a nice guy, he'd be putting pinch hitters in. But I'm just joking when I said that. Don't take me seriously. But you're at the point in the game now where you might reward a bench player or 2. Everybody's different. I've had kids before, you're in a big game with a big lead, and you pinch hit for them when they've had 3 hits in the game, and they pout and you lose them for a week because they want to be all about me instead of the team. Yeah. So I don't know his kids, and he does, and I'm definitely not going to coach for him.
So it looks like they'll send Harper.
Harper will go back to center field, I believe, as Christensen has entered the game.
Yeah, Aiden Christensen was in left field. He will see his 6th appearance on the mound this season. He's 0-1, 8.22 ERA. He has 6 strikeouts. He's walked 10 at bats. He's allowed 30 hits and 35 runs. Trying to finish this game off. And he is a junior, Christensen.
Okay. Yeah, I think we saw Christensen probably in his freshman year. I want to say we had him at a Knox game, and Knox knocked the starter out early. I think Christensen came in, pitched like 6 innings of relief, and I think Judson came back and won that game. So I think he was our player of the game, one of my first broadcasts.
Can't believe that's been 2 years ago.
But I could be wrong, too. My memory's not what it used to be. I know his hair wasn't as long back then when he was a freshman.
He definitely has the locks right now. Flowing. Lincecum. Kind of looks like Lincecum out there.
He does. He doesn't throw like him, but his hair has early Jacob DeGrom-ish. For those people out there that watch Major League Baseball. So now we got Hutch Martin singled back in the first, RBI single and scored in the second. RBI ground ball in the third. So 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Looking for more. Got him.
Taking 2.
The throw would have had him. It just got past the shortstop. So stolen base there for Brant Galbraith.
So now both runners in scoring position with only 1 out. It's a 1-0 count to Hutch Martin from Aiden Christensen here. He deals. Breaking ball. It'll miss low. So 2-0 count here, Hutch Martin. And it'll go foul.
Better get that. Ball skimming down the line. That hits a rut or something, comes back fair. You got no base runners running and fielders just looking at it.
Two 2-1. Jays need an out. They won't get it. It'll be a 2 RBI single for Hutch Martin. The bleeding continues. The Jays can't stop it, and the Warriors are all about it here.
No, and right now all Winamac's doing is making our post-game awards a little more difficult. I'm going to have to flip a coin or roll a dice up here, I think, when we get to that point.
So now here's Cody Wheeler. 4th time today. First pitch finds the zone inside.
Struck out twice and had an RBI single and scored back in the 3rd.
Next pitch misses. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Looks like several parents out in the parking lot in their cars. If you're listening, put your arm out the window and wave. Hey, there they are. That's cool. Did you see her? Popped up high.
No, I'm watching a baseball game here, Mitch.
Sorry. Let's give him some love.
Tough play right there. Fouled about 10 feet behind home plate, and Bridegroom just got turned around a little bit, wasn't able to make a play.
One, 2 from Christensen. Misses. Ow, Martin will take 2. They threw down to first, but he was already halfway there.
Yeah, that'll go as a stolen base. Kind of really caught him. I don't know if he was stealing the base, but he had a big enough lead that, catcher threw behind him at first, and Martin just took off.
The full count popped up high by Wheeler in foul territory. It'll be tracked down by the third baseman. It went back fair.
That ball got up in the air, and the wind is having a little something to do with the ball here. But made a nice play as it came back into fair territory.
So Brody Benson will make the second out. And now here comes Xavier Adriano, who's had a heck of a day.
Decent day. Triple, home run, 5 RBIs. So pretty good day. All while moving his hands.
First pitch inside from Christensen. Boy, the Jays need out of this.
Yeah, this is a...
There goes Martin to take 3. Grounder to short. It'll be a base hit. Gets past the shortstop. It'll be another RBI for Mr. Adriano. An RBI single.
Now batting. Number 35, Rylan Holly.
And we got a pinch hitter here. Rylan Holly hitting for Caden Runk.
Courtesy running at first base. Number 15, Cale Hickle.
So Cale Hickle, the freshman, will courtesy run for Adriano. And we talk about Holly, the senior, only his 4th plate appearance of the season. Takes the first pitch from Christensen up top, ball called.
This is always a fun time for a coach when you know you've got a game in hand and you can get some kids that, show up every day, practice, just the playing time isn't there for them, but they get an opportunity to come out here, and that's always fun.
Yeah, this game has really gotten away from the Jays. 17 runs have been brought across for the Warriors right now, and the Warriors haven't allowed anything. Strike called there in the zone from Christensen. It's a 2-1 count to Holly. Popped up, foul, out of play. Next pitch. Low. Still 61 degrees here in Winamac. We started this game 61. It's still staying very calm, but a beautiful day. A little cooler than last week was. And they will call the strike there from Christensen. The Jays will finally get out of that inning, but a lot of damage.
5 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on.
17-0. The Winamac Warriors lead the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. We will take a break and come back and see if the Jays have something in store, or it'll be over here in 5. Taking a break. Don't go anywhere. More to come after this.
Frayne Mortuary in Winamac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winamac. It's our family serving your family.
Tough afternoon for the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays in this rivalry contest against the Winamac Warriors. They are showing themselves to be a very formidable opponent here in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference, leading 17-0. And it looks like Hutch Martin will be on the mound to finish this game off.
Yeah, he is, and he's at 54 pitches through 4 innings, which is no problem at all. He's set. Probably you see him on Saturday against Caston. Big, as that's going to turn out and be a big doubleheader in the way the conference shakes out. But he's also looking at a shutout right here. So if he can keep the Blue Jays off the board in today's day and age of baseball, that's an accomplishment for a pitcher.
We'll start with Cash Collins for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, they're down 8-9-1. Cash Collins, only the second at bat, flew out back to the pitcher in the second inning.
Off the inning for North Judson, number 2, Cash Collins.
And if you're Martin, you probably know what's an opportunity like this for him tonight to.
Oh, he knows exactly. He probably knows how many hits he's given up even. So pitchers are usually pretty smart guys, Mitch. Ooh, great effort by the second baseman. That's a base hit up the middle for Cash Collins.
Now batting, number 11, Oren Ball.
So the Jays start things off the way they need to keep this game going, but they need 8 runs to cross to keep this game alive.
Yeah, and the way Martin's been throwing, that's probably unlikely, but they can. They're not going to quit.
We talked about it. They were able to get 7 runs in the top of the first against the Redskins last week. As Oren Ball will step in, 0-1 count. Here's the next pitch. Grounder to third. Snagged. Wheeler to first. And they'll get the out. Does advance Collins to 2.
Nice play there by the third baseman for Winamac. Makes the routine play.
Go back to the top of the batting order. Third time today we see Brody Bridegroom.
Yeah, he led off the game with a single and then flied out to the catcher on a great play by Adriano.
Martin. Grounder to second. Throws to first, and they'll get the out. 1 to go.
And it's almost like they heard me say that we haven't seen much of the Winamac defense, and here in the 7th we've had nothing but ground balls. So making the routine plays, and that's just winning baseball.
It's good grab and throw by Charles Cottrell at 2. And now is Doug Reed, the shortstop.
Been on base twice, hit by pitch, and singled back in the first.
A 1-0 misses outside.
That's a strike when it's 17-0. I'm sorry.
It's been close. Swings on the next pitch. Fouled off out of play. 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Martin, so close to finishing this game off here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So now a 1-2 count. They have Collins at 3. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 3, and Martin will finish the day early in 5.
For North Judson, top of the 5th.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base.
So the Winamac Warriors will win in 5. The 10-run rule in effect, 17-0. Big time win for the Warriors, beating their rival of the Blue Jays. We'll take a break and come back for our Collins Insurance postgame show. We'll have our Stark County Co-op play of the game, as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. That's up next. Don't go anywhere.
LAP Waste can offer services for trash removal, large or small. Here's Kirby Anderson.
We do offer front load service in 2, 4, 6, and 8 yard dumpsters for front loads. And we also do a lot of roll off in 12s, 15s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and we even got quite a few packers at job sites that are permanent places to where they need to dispose of a lot of trash.
Here's Honey Lamer.
Just give us a call at 574-542-4019 and we'll get you all set up.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website, at marion.edu/Ancilla today.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
Well, the Winamac Warriors show us why they are a team to keep an eye on this season. 17-0 as they beat the North Judson-San Blue Jays. Bringing our sports analyst, Kevin Hannon. Man, just a dominant performance on the mound for Martin, but also with the bats.
Absolutely. Offensively, they did the job tonight. They did the job defensively on the mound. I don't believe they didn't make an error behind him, so on the plays that they needed to make, they did, and just put this one away. There was no doubt in this one once the scoring started. So pretty dominant conference win for Winamac.
Stats that you want to share with us?
Oh, the stats I got on I just added up some individual stats right away, and just Winamac's offensively, they had some guys with career days there at the plate. Xavier Adriano, 6 RBIs with a double, a grand slam, a triple, and a single. Hutch Martin, 4 RBIs, 3 for 4, scored 3 runs. So, and that's just 2 of them. They Will Malco reached base 3 times, hit by pitches, a base hit, stolen base, 3 runs scored. Luke Clemens in the leadoff spot, 2 walks and a single, 3 runs scored. So they just got it all the way up and down their lineup. Everybody in the lineup scored a run except for and I won't say who it was, but the 6-hole. I mean, they scored runs out of every other spot in the lineup, multiple runs.
Wow.
So just offensively, they were on their game today, and let's face it, Hutch Martin wasn't going to get beat today. The way, he opened up the game, base hit to Judson's first 2 hitters, and you think, oh boy, here we go again. And we just saw it last week where Judson scrapped out runs in the game against Knox, and after that, he was the dude up there on the hill.
We'll take a break and come back for our Stark County Co-op play of the game here in the Collins Insurance post-game show. Don't go anywhere.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Well, a dominant performance for the Winamac Warriors. 17 runs cross, not allowing any against their rival, the North Judson-San Blue Jays. I assume it's always a good day when the Warriors beat the Blue Jays, in your opinion, Coach.
That's always a good day. Always a good day.
Well, you brought a lot of runs across. You had a 3 runs, and then they had gone to a pitching change, and then Xavier Adriano, I think you know him quite well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Boy, that grand slam, his first home run of the year. It's a grand slam. I'm sure the dugout was pretty happy for him.
Yeah, they were fired up. Him and Ace, and they probably talk 2 or 3 times a week. They're really good friends, and I'm sure they'll be talking tonight about that one. They were laughing about it. It's good competition. It's, both teams want to win, but it's a game I really like, just because the kids want to beat each other, but they're not jerks about anything, either team, and those are great games.
And we're seeing this behind the action here as this interview's going on, as Winamac getting their field prep done. We got Asen and Adriano both taking pictures out there.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
They're good friends. It's neat to see.
Well, what do you got for him, Coach? You said you had something you wanted to.
Oh, I was just going to find out. I really enjoyed the pinch hitter there in the 5th inning. And then I was also wondering if at some point, when does defensive indifference on stealing bases comes in a 17-0 win?
Well, I yelled at well, I didn't yell at him because Allred was the best player I ever coached, but I was like, did you give him that sign? And he said, I don't think so, but maybe I did. So I said, yeah, we don't run when we're up 14. And he laughed, and I said, I'm going to say that he missed a sign and went on his own.
Well, it was a big win, a conference win, and you move on. Of course, last night's game got rescheduled to next week, but a lot of conference games this coming week we saw on your schedule.
Yeah, and, that's why I told the boys, Judson ain't going in the bottom of the 6th. They were 1-1 with Triton. I said, they can play. They're young. They're like us. The wheels can fall off really fast. It's happened to us. I know it's happened to Alvin. I said, you just got to keep digging. And, I know they can really play. And tonight, hey, we caught them. And, they didn't boot the ball around a lot. I thought we hit it pretty well tonight. And we worked, we were inside last night, so we worked a lot on going back up the middle and keeping our hands back. We've been trying to pull the ball and yanking our heads, and I was much happier with the contact tonight.
Yeah, North Judson only made, I believe, just the one throwing error.
That's what I
had
had
today. A couple plays that were tough that the right fielder didn't get to, but still ultimately go down as base hits. So you guys hit the ball all over, and I was
here in right field this week.
And just,
it.
Oh yeah, this is right fielder has to be really good in this park.
Yeah.
So, and you just had some kids up and down the lineup. We were talking about Hutch Martin and Xavier Adriano. Their numbers jump out at you, but you had everybody except the 6 hole scored multiple runs, and that's impressive. I don't know if
it was I think what was Hutch, 3 for 4?
Yeah, 3 for 4, 3 runs, 4 RBIs.
I think coming off North Miami now, he's 8 for his last 9. He's been on fire.
And I think Xavier heard me when I was making fun of him a little bit in his first at bat with all the hand movement that he watches on MLB.
We had a little chat about that when he came back.
They were a little stiller in that second at bat, so that was funny.
North Miami in 2 days, and then the doubleheader against Caston. We're hearing a lot about Caston. You talked about him a couple of weeks ago with us, so it looks like that could be shape up to be a good one.
Blake does a great job over there, and North Miami, they're kind of going to be in our boat. I think they played Triton. They were supposed to play them last night and tonight, so we're both kind of going to be off our pitchers. I got to save Hutch and Wheeler for Saturday. Probably throw Runk Thursday. He's a senior. He's going to keep us in the game. We just got to score some runs and don't boot the ball around. We gave North Miami 400 runs the first time we played, and we can't do that the second time.
Well, he was talking on the air earlier that you got him to come out and help coach football when you were there at Knox several years ago.
Yes.
So that's kind of neat. You guys get to see each other, and you coached against each other for all those years, I'm sure, too.
Walking up here, I got a text from Ryan Marsh.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, attaboy.
Awesome.
Because the Knox-Judson rivalry never goes away, no matter what the sport is.
And I'm telling you, I've said it before, but there aren't any better people in our education profession, in our coaching profession, than John and Mark Hendricks. They're just amazing, and Knox and Winamac have both been blessed to have those men in their corporation.
That means a lot, because I thought a lot about all the people there. You especially, because I knew you from baseball, and it's neat that I have all those relationships still. I mean, they call me, check on my health all the time. Marshall always calls me, make sure I'm watching Survivor, and it's just neat and that's why I am with the Judson guys. I've known them forever. It's a neat thing in high school sports, because now you get so many guys that they all think they're playing Game 7 in the World Series. If you're not having fun, then it's a long season.
Yeah.
And I think it helps a lot, and Alvin will get these guys back on track. They've got some players, and next time we play them, it'll probably be a 3-1 game either way. So,
you're our first post-game interview in the spring, Coach. I appreciate you coming up and talking to us. It means a lot. We don't always get coaches in the post-game, so appreciate you coming up.
Well, I got a good field crew. I don't have to watch them like I used to.
Well, it's probably fun to talk after a game like that.
It is.
It must be nice to coach a high school baseball game from the dugout. How does that rank?
Well, I can't. This is the first time I've ever done it. I've got that port in place, and if I get hit there, I'm in big trouble. Yeah. So if my reflexes were a little more like they were 6 or 7 years ago, I'd probably do it, but I don't trust myself to get out of the way.
Well, it's always good to see you, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it.
All right, that is head coach of the Winamac Warriors. It's Mark Hendricks here in the Collins Insurance postgame show. We sure do appreciate him. We'll take a break and come back for our Stark County Co-op play of the game, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Well, it's time for our play of the game. Coach, what are you thinking?
Well, I think there's one shot that broke this game wide open, and we were in the second inning, and it's sitting at 3-0, and Xavier Adriano came up and just hit a rocket over the left field fence for a grand slam, and that just started the ball rolling downhill. So that Xavier Adriano grand slam in the second is our play of the game tonight.
Man, what a night it was for him. We congratulate him on that grand slam, his first home run of the season here on WKVI, and in the season for him it was here on WKVI. We got to watch it, we got to hear it, we got to see it, but for him to have that moment, I'm sure he's very excited. So we congratulate him on our Stark County Co-op play of the game being the grand slam from Xavier Adriano. Taking a break, coming back, Ashley Derrickson, 5-star player of the game, is next.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Player of the game, Coach.
Well, we've talked about Xavier Adriano, player of the game to be named here in a minute, but I want to give another shout out to a kid that's not going to be the player of the game, but 9-hole hitter Will Malkow. just my kind of player, and we talked about it a little bit during the game, but he got hit by pitch, scored a run in the second, hit by pitch, scored a run in the third, single, stole a base, scored another run in the fourth, so 1 for 1, 3 runs scored, 2 hit by pitches out of the 9 hole. You know, that's the kind of kid that I want on my team any day. But our player of the game was just the man, the dude on both sides of the ball. But Hutch Martin, 4 RBIs, 3 for 4, 3 runs scored. And that was probably the least impressive thing he did today. Yeah. On the mound, gave up nothing, no runs, 4 hits, 6 Ks, no walks. But after giving up back-to-back singles to start the game, it was pretty evident as he got rolling in the second and third inning that runs were going to be hard to come by. So congratulations to Hutch Martin.
Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, Hutch Martin, as KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action next Monday night to see the Winamac Lady Warriors host the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays for some rivalry softball action. We will be going live at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every Saturday throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. That is the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We go live every Saturday throughout the school year at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. We also invite you to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all KVB Sports content. Something new we're doing this year, and what I had done starting last summer was uploading every broadcast I've ever done on WKVI to my personal YouTube and X pages. It's under Mitch's Inside Mike, so if you want to watch tonight's game back, if you're Xavier Adriano and want to see that grand slam, just go to Mitch's Inside Mike on YouTube or X. Give me the rest of tonight, and tomorrow it should be uploaded on YouTube or X. For all broadcasts heard here on WKVI, as well as the Saturday Sports Line. Final word from you tonight, Coach.
I'll just I was impressed in person to see Winamac. You know, I've seen their scores, known about their history, know Coach Hendricks for a long time, but impressive. Even and North Judson's, not to take anything away from them, they got some players. They're going to be back. They're going to win games. So nothing to really. Tonight was tonight, and they don't need to hang their hat. They got a lot of season left to play. Heck, it's not even May yet.
Yeah.
So a lot of baseball left to be played.
Well, our final in this one saw the Winamac Warriors bring 17 runs across and not allow any. 70-0's the final as the Winamac Warriors beat the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays in 5. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball. Our sports analyst Kevin Hannon, our in-game announcer John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Baseball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT's Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5-Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.